That's right. That's right. It is another podcast. I am your favorite cousin Bill. This is the Drunk Bantha channel, Drunk Bantha podcast, the Nerds at Night. It's Thursday, so it must be the Bantha Bunch Show. Let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go. What's happening, y'all? What's happening, y'all? How y'all doing up here? Sometimes you can't even hear that part. I don't even know. Look, I don't know if y'all heard what I just said. Hold on. Hold on. That's right. That's right. It's another podcast right here with your boy, your favorite cousin Bill. This is Drunk Bantha Podcast. This is Nerds at Night. This is the Drunk Bantha Podcast channel. You okay? And it's the Bantha Bunch Show. Let's go. It's Thursday, so it's gotta be the Bantha Bunch Show. Bantha Bunch Show. Let's go. What's happening, y'all? How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? What's good? What's good? Man, I'm doing great. I'm sitting here with a special guest. We got a special guest tonight. It's your favorite chatter's favorite chatter. It's Lil Frothy. Lil Frothy.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
How's it going?
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. We're here for all your hot takes. Usually we get them in the chat. Now we get to get them right here in real life. Real time. Damn. Let's see what size this thing is. What does this say? Extra large? Damn, that. Oh, maybe that. Ooh, my hair is.
There you go.
Wow, my hair is so long. My hair's so thick in the back.
Long hair problems.
Ooh. Damn, it's like 10 degrees cooler in here. What up, fam? Miss Bantha said, what up, fam? What up, cuzzo? What up, cuzzo? Y'all didn't know. Frothy and Miss Bantha, they cousins. Hey, make sure you're paying attention, because I forgot to pay attention to it, that you're going over to the Drunk Bantha's podcast, the Drunk Bantha's podcast channel on YouTube. See, tonight and for the rest of these nights going forward, we're going to cancel doing the show on these other channels that you're watching from, Nerds at Night channel and the Drunk Bantha's channel. It's confusing, right? But what we are gonna do is we're gonna have the same show on the Drunk Bantha's podcast. I'm telling you, it's the Drunk Bantha's podcast channel. I know it's really fucking confusing, but I was supposed to make it less confusing by putting it in the chat, but I didn't, because I'm an asshole. But I'm putting it in I'll put it in the description now, so you guys can check it out, and hopefully it'll be there by the time if you're watching this in the future and you're not watching it in the past. Hopefully.
If you're watching it now, congratulations. You found us. It was a little confusing, but you did it.
If you're watching this on the Drunk Bantha's podcast, that is. If you're watching this on the Drunk Bantha's channel, get with the program, move on over to the Drunk Bantha's podcast channel. Drunk Bantha's podcast channel. Drunk Bantha's podcast channel. It's hard for me to even find it right now. I'm looking for it on YouTube. And I'm having trouble. So I'm going to make sure I put it in the link. But, Little Frothy, do you know what we're talking about today?
Yes, we are talking about the documentary about The Biggest Loser.
That's true.
I watched it with you. I found it extremely entertaining.
What's it called?
Fit for TV. The reality of The Biggest Loser documentary review.
Reality. Yeah, we're doing the review.
Right.
That's yeah, don't pay attention to that. We're doing the review right now. Yeah, so you guys go over there and check us out on the Drunk Banthas podcast, because guess what? We're gonna stop doing this right now. Not right this very second, but we're gonna stop doing this podcast. Not soon, but tonight. Look at this. This motherfucker got some help right here. Oh, copy paste.
Thanks, brother.
I told you I had to find it though. Oh no, it's in there. It's in there. It's in the description. It's in the description. Look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? It's in the description already. You know? I'll tell you what.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Huh. That's interesting. I just found out. And it just ends. That's terrible, right? Y'all don't like that, right?
You don't like that one?
What about this one? Y'all like this? Would y'all like this?
No.
I don't like that either. What's this one? Ooh. I like that one. What about this one? Oh, we can't do that one. Never mind. Well, fuck all this. Anyway, those are some sounds. I don't like them. Maybe if I do it like that. Maybe if I do it that way. Everybody. Shut up. Nah, I don't want to do that. Fifth Bantha said my dog found that one interesting, and the doc is one of the most boring we've watched. I mean, the moral, a sucker is born every day. Yeah. Moral of the story. A sucker is born every day. I think that's just a pretty, what do you call it, marginalized view of it. I think you just didn't want to watch this one. No, it was a different kind of documentary for sure. But today, I'm going to be playing a lot of it, or the parts of it that I thought were interesting from my phone. You know what I'm saying? But I just want everybody to know on the Drunk Banthas channel, there is we'll still be doing stuff on the Drunk Banthas channel. Like we're going to be doing Does It Hold Ups, and we're going to be doing other shows and reviews still. So if you're wondering to yourself and you just joined us right here from Nerds at Night or Twitter or Drunk Banthas channel, you're probably wondering, what the hell is a Does It Hold Up? Well, I'm going to take a break to let you find out.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Have you ever watched a movie from your childhood and thought it doesn't quite hold up like you remember? Well, then you would enjoy our bi-weekly series, Does It Hold Up?, where we revisit classic genre films with a special guest to help us determine if it is as good or as bad as we remember. It's a whole lot of fun, so you should check it out.
Please check out the Drunk Banthas channel. They clearly are ready for being seen at a higher level. Back to the show.
Yeah, so make sure you go over to check out the Drunk Bantha's channel, Drunk Bantha's podcast, the Nerds at Night channel, and also guess what? There is a Does It Hold Up channel.
Right.
So go over and check out the Does It Hold Up channel too.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna start uploading all of them on there, uploading the old ones on there right now. Go check that out. It's a good time. It's a whole time. I promise you. Fifth, what you talking about here, Fifth? Said when it's too good to be true, it typically is. Yeah. Well, he's talking. I think he's still making his
fat phobic comments.
His fat phobic comics. I like that. He got fat phobic comment. Let's see here. If I was doing this documentary and I worked as like one of these people, I was like, if I was a producer on the show, like a PA or a DA, I would have gone on this show to talk about it, but I would have had my face covered up the whole time.
Why?
I'd have done the black thing and then the thing with your voice. Yeah, well, I just wouldn't want nobody to be knowing, like Morgan, like he over here, a sucker is born every day, and then people talking shit about me on TV because I worked there and I was just watching it all happen. Because I'd be like, this.
Hey, look, I don't know what they was doing.
Whoa!
I ain't had nothing to do with it. They kept trying to get me to do all kind of weird shit, and I was like, nah, baby, you can't get me to do it. Oh, wait, I could have did this. You know when you can talk like this? I think when you say something.
It wasn't my fault.
I wonder why it's working for me and it ain't working for you. I like it. So yeah,
I would have been too afraid to go on it like that, because then people would have been talking shit about me. Man, look,
it's just a job.
I was just trying to get this bread, but that's not what people are saying, you know.
They're saying that they're complicit.
I'm not playing none of these TikToks that are out here, but yeah, you got these TikTokers and TikTok girls who make their money talking about you know how bad it was, and you know, fat shame here and a fat shame there, and you know, I don't like it. No more voices. Fifth Bantha also says reality shows always disregard the humanity of contestants in search of profit. I don't like it. No more voices. I don't like it. No more voices. No more voices. This is the cover for it. I thought that was pretty interesting. I thought it was a purse at first.
Yeah, it looks like a purse.
I was like, oh, that's a nice bag. That's a
looks
nice
like it says
bag.
your mama. I can't see.
It says too much.
I know.
Why do you have on glasses? Can't see nothing.
It's supposed to help me.
That's fucking crazy.
It does look like it says your mama.
It does, right? No, it doesn't. But my point is that I didn't even realize it was a scale until I was making the thumbnail, actually. And I think that is I think that it worked. It worked on my mind. Like, it made me think, oh, it's flashy. Let me check that out. It didn't even make any sense for it to look like what I thought it looked like, but I still went there in my mind. It's crazy. I don't know. That's boring. What was I about to say? Oh man, another documentary we're gonna talk about today is the Bubble Boy. If we can get to it, the Flying Saucer Boy. If I can get to it, we're gonna try to talk about that. That's another one that's on Netflix. Both of these documentaries on Netflix. Netflix is kind of killing it this time of the year with the documentaries, so we'll go over there and check it out. Fifth also said the producer, or actually you read it. You're a guest.
The producers are beyond complicit, and the trainers are just abusive. I mean, sue them and let us go on with our life. I always assumed this was taking advantage of desperate people and refused to watch. Yeah, you got some class, bud.
Well, you know what, though? To your point right here, also, you can't sue anybody when you do these kinds of shows. So you can say sue them, but you can't. So you say that. But and that's kind of a plot point of both of these documentaries today is like, it's easy for us to just be like, oh, move on with your life. It's whatever. But it's these people's lives. Like, you think about it. You get mad when a motherfucker bring you, like charge you for the whole meal when the whole meal was fucked up. You get mad about that.
Mm-hmm.
Why you get mad when the meal is late and it take too long to come out and you don't tip the nigga because the food took too long, even though he ain't the one who make the food.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not gonna get mad about this. Like you're not gonna get mad about.
On.
Yeah, exactly. You're not gonna get mad
that
somebody slighted you or that, you know, or you're not gonna feel bad because you were working at the restaurant. Like you work at the restaurant and this people's food got all fucked up. You don't feel bad about that as a person who works there. It's like it works on both sides. We just try to like simplify it as, you know, whatever. You guys made that choice. Fuck out of here. Which, you know, that's the American way. It's like, I'm not saying it's not how people should feel, but I am saying it is more complex than that. On face value, you just think, well, who gives a fuck? But in my opinion, both of these documentaries do a pretty good job of, wait, where's the Biggest Loser at? Yeah, they did a good job of showing you an objective side of it all. Like, I mean, even if you disagreed with the show and how they handle things, like Morgan, I'm curious, Fifth Bantha is like how he felt about how the executive producers and the creators of the show approached their way they were looking at it. Because you remember they were looking at it like, hey, we was making good TV and this shit was good.
Yeah.
And helping people.
Right.
How do you feel like as far as what Morgan's saying in contrast to what those guys were saying? Actually, you can't speak for Morgan. I'll let Morgan or you can say what you want to say though.
Morgan's right. I mean, those producers are up their own asses. I mean, they're just lobbying for their own cause, and that's fine. I understand where they're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to come for them? Like, you can talk as much shit as you want, but you agreed to get on the show. Everyone knows reality TV gets real ugly. And I agree with Morgan, Fifth Bantha, that like they were taking advantage of desperate people. And I don't think these people were especially stupid or especially dumb. They were just desperate, willing to put it all on the line, to risk it all to get pretty. Laura.
Shout out to Laura. What up, Laura? She said, hey guys, what's the topic tonight? I'll tell you what the topic is, y'all. The topic is Fit for TV, the reality of the Biggest Loser documentary. Hey, it's coming up on the 20-minute mark, so we're going to switch over to the Drunk Banthas podcast. Drunk Banthas podcast.
Come on over. We're over here.
I'm going to end the stream on the Drunk Banthas channel and on on Nerds at Night, but you can still kick it with us. And if you're watching in the future, you can just switch on over to the Drunk Banthas podcast. The link is in the description right now. Go on over there because we're moving over there as well. I guess I could play a commercial kinda in between. Let's do it. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but we're gonna play it.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey guys. Wow, Alana, you look great.
Dude, what the hell? How'd you get in here? The door's locked.
Thanks, Danica.
That's because I've been using Diet Coke.
There's no way you look that good from drinking Diet Coke.
No, silly, you don't drink it. This is Diet Coke.
Hold on, what the hell?
Diet Coke? How's it work?
It's easy. Guys, I'm pretty sure that's easy. Diet Coke works in 3 simple steps. First, do a line of Diet Coke. Who's got a $100 bill?
I do.
Can't you just use a $1 bill?
Ew, like poor people?
What?
Like the feeling when you dance. The taste that gives you confidence. The cool and sexy eloquence. A thinking
Fun.
Wait, what's the next step?
Oh, it's easy. You just...
Hey, I just thought of it. Hey, I have an idea.
What?
Let's do more cocaine.
Diet Coke.
Hey!
Wait, what's the next step?
Oh yeah.
Anybody hungry?
I feel terrific.
I just want a cigarette. And to feel my fingers.
That's the Diet Coke.
Do you ever do a line of cocaine first?
Diet Coke.
Whatever.
Hey!
Oh yeah.
Diet Coke, wherever illegal drugs are sold.
Back to the show.
Oh, they changed it. So, yo, I was having trouble finding Fit for TV on here. Guess what? They changed the thumbnail to one of the fat guys.
As we were just critiquing the thumbnail. Weird. What's
Oh,
up,
man.
Laura? Good job.
Shout out to Laura. Laura's Fifth Bantha says, welcome, Laura. Welcome, everybody else who's watching over on X. If you're watching on Nerds at Night. I mean, yeah. On Nerds at Night on X, and if you're watching on the Drunk Bantha podcast, thank you so much. Oh my God, hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't had a chance to do so. I forgot to invite people to the show, so that is disrespectful.
Our friends.
And everybody, I apologize if you're watching. You're probably not even watching. Oh God, that is crazy.
Laura, did you watch? Oh, wait. Yeah. Did you watch this documentary? I want to know.
Terry said he watched the whole thing, but he's not feeling very well, so he might not be joining. But I'll tell you what, I watched it, and I'm gonna tell you something right now. God damn it, it's 3 episodes of some pretty zany shit. First of all, I pretty much liked the documentary. Let's just say that first off. I like the documentary. It's a serious matter, but it's not that serious. So I like the quirkiness. Like the music sometimes was a little like boom, boom, boom.
I'm not mad.
Not mad at it, but I don't like that when it's a serious topic. Like we don't need to ever switch back and forth between we don't need to switch back and forth between tones if it's a serious topic. You need to stay in that tone of like, hey, this is either very serious when it's like vape conversation or like an abuse or like police abuse or anything like that. I don't think it should get lighthearted in the music. Because this music can change the way you look at the whole thing. It can make you feel different about the whole show, the whole movie, the whole thing, whatever it is that you're watching.
Laura said, I haven't seen the documentary, but I've seen the reality show.
Yeah. Word.
I think I've seen it a couple times too. I was, intrigued. I was rooting for those people,
For 2 seconds, I want to brag about my new hoodie. You guys can go over there and grab you a hoodie on the Drunk Bantha's store right here. Check
Pretty
it out.
sick.
Let's see if I can get that.
New
right
colorway.
there. Yeah.
See
Shout
it?
out to the Cracker Barrel
Yeah.
for the inspiration. What is this? Oh man, the rope is long as hell.
Oh, it has the
Look
price
at that.
tag.
Oh, it's got the price tag on there.
Whoops.
Well, I'll tell y'all what. prices have been going up everywhere, but they're still the same for us. And we even lowered our prices to make sure everybody can get the best price. Even though they raising it up on us, we're making it cheaper for you. So, man, go over there, get you a Drunk Bantha's podcast shirt. We got Drunk Bantha's everything with our faces on it and whatnot. So,
Bill has the extra large on right now.
This is extra large. Everything runs small. So, I would suggest
size up.
Size up. You know what I'm saying? I'd say size up. And if you're a 2X, 3X guy, I apologize right now. They don't have these. This is the hoodie shawl. They don't have these on
How ironic.
On the triple X's or the 3X's. I needed the double X for this. This was just the 1X. Yeah, it's tight. But I lost weight. So I'm good in a bit. I'm good. That's my Shannon Sharp impersonation for those who may not know. Ooh, look at that. Down at my waist. Y'all see my waist? Yeah, here. Let's get to some of this shit right here. Some of the things that what were your biggest moments in this documentary?
Man, honestly,
oh shit, sorry.
I kind of like hearing the producer just blow smoke, really defending his moves, his decision, his creation. Sometimes it's just really fascinating to watch these people work, like obviously has no scruples and is trying to spin it as a positive thing. I just thought it was so fascinating. What a fucking scumbag. Like an absolute spectacle. I suggest you check it out.
Check it out. Funky ass. Well, I mean, what was a moment that you liked? Because I'm gonna find whatever moment you pick. But you think about what moment it was. What moment might have got you. And I'm gonna look at I'm gonna kind of start from the beginning for the people who hadn't watched this here. Oh, see, I'm bad with the volume.
I'm Susie McDarkin. I'm 30 years old and I live in.
Wait, should we explain what the show was? I guess we're assuming people know what the show is. Damn, I'm terrible at hosting this show. Listen, The Biggest Loser was a TV show, reality TV show, right around the beginning of the boom of reality TV shows, where if you got fat or if you were fat, then you could go on this show and you could win money, $250,000. Was this like 2006 or something like that?
Yeah, big prize money.
Big prize money. If you lost more weight than the other people who are either a little bit bigger than you or maybe a little bit smaller than you, but you're talking about people who weigh like 290 pounds to 400 pounds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you could win money if you did this. Now, the thing was, they had to pretty much do some really embarrassing things to do it. And you had to make like a video like you do with just, you got to send in a video, real world, all that stuff.
Right.
Send in a video, you get to be on the show. And so people would go through the links of like even getting fatter so they could be on the show. Now, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure we don't have anybody in this documentary like that. They didn't touch on that, but there was other people who were using it to like try to change their lives or run away from certain things in their life. So I just wanted to point out how much of a phenomenon this thing was. And this documentary starts out with people who are auditioning for the show.
And it kind of seemed like a win-win situation because not only was the prize money up, but you get to go and participate and, work this program designed by professionals, like really fit, hot, famous, established professionals. And, even if you don't win first place, it's kind of cool because it's like free. You don't have to pay like a personal trainer.
Yeah.
You
get a chef and all that stuff. It's a vacation. It's boot camp. Fat camp.
Yeah.
Fat camp. Y'all don't know about nothing about no fat camp. They used to have fat camps back in the day.
80s, yeah.
I don't know nothing about that. What you know about that? Morgan don't know nothing about that. That motherfucker. Fifth Bantha, He don't know nothing about that. That motherfucker right there, he been skinny his whole life. Whole damn life. Shout out to 9 Nerd Yards out here reposting, showing love. He said they should make a show called Biggest Gainer.
Ooh. That would be
Ooh.
feeder pornography.
It'd be niggas who can't get off the couch and they grow into the couch and then they die.
They would, if they could get away with it. They would make that show.
That show would be on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show is called the Drunk Banthas Podcast. But you don't have to get drunk. It is a suggestion. Please drink responsibly. I always forget to say that, but we got to make sure we say that shit. I forgot that I do have one clip from the show that I can play because I chopped it up. There you go.
Love it.
Fifth Beth said, I heard my name while I was tending to the dogs.
He was just saying our family is skinny.
I was saying you skinny motherfucker. You was a skinny motherfucker. That's what I was
just
saying.
Built like that.
I was saying you was always skinny and you didn't have to go to fat camp when you was little. Unless there's something I don't know about you. Tell me, put it in there. Hey, anybody who went to fat camp, let us know. Mm-hmm. Also, make sure you like and subscribe. Appreciate you. But yeah, I just want to give y'all a vibe of how these audition tapes would go.
Hi, America. I'm Susie McDarkin. I'm 30 years old and I live in Long Island, New York.
Oh my God.
Can't you see I'll do anything to be on your show? The Biggest Loser!
I had
Howdy,
to.
y'all.
I gotta go back
Oh
to
my
old girl.
God.
Can't you see I'll do anything to be on your show? The Biggest Loser! Howdy, y'all. Greetings from Texas. I want to be on The Biggest Loser because I'm about as big as a cow. Begin.
You hear that?
All my life, I want to be the biggest loser. Work me till the day I die. Woo!
They've changed their lives, and now The Biggest Loser is challenging you, America.
Now, this is why I have a problem with it. Yes, Fifth Bantha earlier, he mentioned how, this shit, it happens. And if you play with fire, you're going to get burned, basically. I'm paraphrasing, so I ain't got to find this comment because, oh, yeah, okay, good, we're good. I was like, did we freeze for a second? Just catching up, got to catch up. But yeah, you play with fire, you're going to get burned. Obviously, it's not great. So it's not a great position to put yourself in, but you're fat. You've been trying shit your whole life. You gotta try something. You're sitting there basically dying.
Yeah, dude, but shout out to these people. Like,
hold on. Hold your thought. Remember your thought. Like, literally remember. Oh. Fifth Bantha said, I got fat for a while, a couple of times, but never enough for fat camp. That sounds like skinny fat problems. He said, work me till the day I die is wild. Yes, she said that shit. Because you want to die? Like, till the day you die?
Almost set the tone.
Work me till the day I die? I don't know about die. Let me see if I can put
$50,000.
The show was
being on The Biggest Loser is just like winning the lottery.
You are our new biggest loser.
Whoever loses the most weight wins $250,000.
The show was a massive hit.
They would work you out until you felt like you were going to die.
So unless you faint, puke, or die, keep walking.
Was it extreme?
For those who are not watching, what was that girl's? Who was her name?
I think her name is Jillian Anderson.
Jillian Anderson. I was going to say Jillian Murphy.
I hope I'm right.
Shout out to Jillian Murphy if it's not you, and shout out to Jillian Anderson if it I don't know what the fuck. Damn, I was gonna let you read this and I was gonna look that up. Laura says, for me, it's fascinating watching how U.S. culture and attitude towards body shaming and body positivity.
Jillian Michaels.
oscillates and changes. You guys are so extreme.
What country are you from?
I can't remember. I think she's in Bogota. Bogota? Are you in
Colombia?
Bogota? Are you in Bogota? Or are you in damn. I'm trying to remember, Laura. Forgive me. You remember I was having trouble figuring it out when you were talking to us about it.
Colombia, nice.
Yeah, Colombia.
Yeah, it must look crazy outside looking in. And it must seem that it oscillates, but I really don't think it ever gets to the side of true body positivity. Body positivity here is a lot of lip service, a lot of
No, well, I think body positivity is a real thing in America. And I think that body shaming is a real thing in America. What people in other countries don't realize, if you can shout out to Santa Monica Airport, if you can hear that plane flying over us right now. But what is not understood or misunderstood about American culture sometimes is that this is a very large country with very different people all over. The state of California and the state of Texas are like the largest states in the country. I think Alaska after that. Like now you're talking about those three states and all three of them have completely different types of people. I can't even tell you a slang word from Alaska at all. My phone, Girls and Purrs says my phone is gonna die. So just saying hi. Hello, what's happening? How you doing?
What up?
Make sure you share this with your grandmama before you get done. No, I'm joking. Share this with your grandmama before your phone dies right now. But
yeah, to your point, I just got back from visiting Central California, and I was just telling Bill I was with some people who live in the country and like the rural area of California, and it was like observing a totally different culture, and that was
different
within the
lifestyle,
same
baby.
state. Yeah, different lifestyle, different culture, different values, different behavior. And that was just in Central California. I'm in Southern California. So I guess I can't speak for the whole country when I'm talking about our attitude towards body shaming.
well, yeah, it's like when, like in Alabama, it's weird. Like if you're too skinny, motherfuckers will say, "Oh man, you need to eat, man. See,
Yeah.
you too skinny.
Mm-hmm.
You out here trying to be California.
Mm-hmm.
No, man, you too skinny." Then if you get fat in the country, in the South, they be like, "Girl, you done got fat." Can't tell you how many times I've met a family member, seen a family member after I done gained or lost a lot of weight, and they tell you. It's not like, "Oh, you look great." That's usually how you say. That's like the polite way. For those who don't know, the polite way to say someone is fat, you say, "Oh, hey, hi, nice to see you." That's it. The way if you say, "Hey, you look good," they know they gain weight. Don't say that they look good. They know they gain weight, and they probably not happy about it, proud of it. And see, you forgot a third element of it, Laura, which is people literally are ashamed of being fat as well. Even if you're not, even if it's not the culture, people know that it's unhealthy to be overweight. Now, there's people who have different body types and all that stuff, but like truly unhealthy people, which are the people who were in this documentary, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not talking about somebody who's 5'3" and weighs, 190 pounds. You know what I'm saying? That's a person who's a little thicker than norm, than other people their size, but that's not somebody who's obese. we're talking about people who are like 5'10", 5'8", and are 300-400 pounds.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. And so that's the other element. Fat shame, body positivity, and then body shame, you being ashamed, self-shame. And that's how you end up with eating disorders and all this type of mental issues that people end up having just from, not being, it's not even about not seeing yourself as one thing, but it's about not being seen to a certain degree. This, like, for instance, this one lady who was in the documentary, she just wanted to lose weight so she could keep her husband.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's like, the infidelity just kept being more and more. I bet you he was with a fat bitch.
Let me tell you something.
I bet you
her
he
being
was
fat
going-
had nothing to do with him cheating. He's cheating because he's a fucking asshole. You know what I'm saying? She's blaming herself because she's easy to blame. It was
she's
sad.
looking
That was
for
sad
the lowest
situation.
hanging fruit, but you're putting yourself out there as low hanging fruit. Maybe she don't even know who he's cheating with. How do you know the people he's cheating with ain't fucking fat?
That's a good point.
They didn't show no pictures of that lady before she was fat that wasn't fat. So, like, before she was on the show that wasn't fat. They showed a few other contestants where they were younger and they weren't as big, and then they gained a lot of weight. And that's another thing that's interesting. As someone who grew up basically active all the time, working out, my dad had a gym in the basement with like a step machine, and we had to pull down weights. We had to pull up weights on the bar. We had the bench press. We had a boxing bag. We had a punching bag, and we was in there boxing with the boxing gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Very physical, very active kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always been a little bigger than everybody all the way up until high school. Like, I was taller and just a little yoker, but never did I really have like a shame of my weight, but I did have like a shame of my looks. Like, I'm like, I don't want to look like this to it. I'm not gonna say a shame, but it was like a degree of like insecurity. Like, I'm not trying to get fat. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to get fat type shit. That's the mindset that most people hold. But it's like, you don't get fat overnight. You don't get fat from eating one cookie. You don't get fat from eating 3 cookies. Like, it takes a lot of time to get fat, in retrospect. But people don't realize that you got to put twice that much effort. Like, all the effort you put into getting fat, you have to put, or let's not say fat. All right. Let's not try to say fat, but all the effort you put into gaining weight is you got to put in 3-4 times that amount of effort to lose the weight. And then once you lose the weight, you have to maintain that effort and discipline. And I think that's what this documentary, what these people didn't get in this documentary, was they didn't get the discipline out of it, because it's a fast-paced type of way to get, like, they have to do this in like less than 3 months or some shit like that. So it's like boom, 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 boom. Let's go, let's move to try to get these people to lose weight in a fucking drastic manner. And if you watch in the documentary, you'll realize, like, oh, they didn't even know they didn't know if it was going to work, trying to get people to lose this much weight that fast. That's why they brought in these intense, what do you call it? Intense personal trainers who are personal trainers for like famous people. And for people who don't know, famous people need to lose weight fast sometimes. Actors, entertainers have to lose weight fast sometimes. Like, oh man, I ain't been doing nothing, but I did just get this job to be on, Seinfeld for a few episodes, and now I'm supposed to wear a bikini. Now I gotta fucking go on here, and you know what I'm saying? That kind of situation. You gotta lose weight quick. You go to one of these personal trainers that they got out here in LA, and yeah, they was just man, these trainers were crazy. And I ain't gonna lie, maybe it's because old girl wasn't there. Jillian Michaels. I ain't
Sorry
gonna say
about
her
that.
whole name, but yeah, Jillian, just because she wasn't there, probably I'm on the gay dude's side a little bit more. Like, I think he doesn't look as bad as, by participating in the doc, he doesn't look as bad as she does.
Well, are we going to touch on the weird timing that this had of the documentary coming out right as Jillian Michaels is facing a huge scandal?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not lost on me that happened, and you know, it might not be lost on her. She might have did that on purpose. She would have known that the documentary is coming out. They would have told her and asked her to come on. You know, people who've seen it or gotten a preview of it or a screener of it, they would have told her about it. It's like, I'm sure she knew plenty about it, so she probably did that to kind of get in front of it, kind of thing.
I don't know if that worked out so well.
Yeah, nobody's talking about this show really. Like, nobody talked about this documentary series. You're talking about her.
What she said.
You're talking about what she said,
Okay.
which is
Like Bill
what
Maher.
makes her that makes her stupid. But she like, people don't even think she's racist. People think she's dumb as fuck, right? With the comments she made about race, about slaves. But this makes you a terrible person. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, this makes you a terrible, your association with this makes you a terrible person. But I just think also coincidences happen, you know, shit happens. She probably just put her foot in her mouth right at the right time, you know, like, it's like Big Balls got beat up, right at the right time, and where Trump wanted to put put the army in the National Guard and the FBI on the streets of Washington, D.C. It's not like it's not like somebody set it up and just, you know, paid somebody to go whoop Big Balls ass in the middle of the street so then he could put the army there. It's just something that happened, and it's a, you know, consequence of that action.
Mr. President, thanks.
Was there anything about that dude trainer that made you kind of like empathize with him or not feel like he was being abusive?
You know what? Fifth Bantha, I'm curious as to how you felt too. I'm going to tell you real quick. I've felt, and then I'm going to go to the comments, but I felt very much so like he was just being a trainer.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, I felt like he was just being a trainer. Like, and now maybe he needed to he had one moment where he went way too far with one lady. And I think, honestly, I think he wanted her to do well, because that way it would have been a great story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I pushed this girl.
Sure.
She was the weakest link.
Yeah.
And I was able to get her over the hump and build her back up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because remember, the guy who won first, he went, like, Jillian went up to him and hugged him when he won, when they found out he won.
Yeah.
And she gave him a hug and she kissed him on the cheek. And she said to him, "You just made me $1 million." She said, "Congratulations, you just made me $1 millionaire."
Yeah.
Well, what do you think old dude's thinking? He's thinking, well, I got to get me the male trainer. He's thinking, I got to get me $1 million. I got to get me a prize horse.
He really did, because in show business, Jillian has the face. She's a woman. You know what I mean? But like, dude, I don't even remember his name. Like, he's a dude, so he's like interchangeable almost. I think where he was really negligent is he admitted in the documentary that he had no experience training overweight or unhealthy people, or even people who were unathletic. He only had experience working with people who wanted extremely toned bodies, who were already fine, not really obese.
Quickly.
Yeah. Like
they wanted
for vanity.
Really fine bodies quickly.
Yeah. Not really guiding or coaching anyone through a health journey. You know what I mean? He had no experience doing that. He had no business being there.
Not at all. I just kind of want to go. I'm gonna see if I can pick up in a good spot here. Let's see here.
You can't use your hand. Carrying food with her. First few seasons, Caroline raised the host and also, a comedian.
When my best friend had her baby, she gained 80 pounds. Oh, don't think I wasn't photographed next to her every day. Hey guys, what you're about to see behind this curtain may shock.
Hold on, man. That ain't right. Now they did her dirty for that. And I know why they did her dirty. You know why they did her dirty? She didn't agree to do this documentary. So she's like, yo, you know what, bitch? You don't want to show up? We gonna make you look like how we want you to look. You ain't got no control over it.
They would have done that anyway.
No, they wouldn't have. They don't have any comment from her. So they need to fill in that space with her in it. So you're just gonna throw some shit. That was some shade. Because I guarantee you that's the only fat joke that she has in her whole stand-up routine for 40 years of comedy. Because y'all don't know from watching it just now, but that was a bit from like 98 98. That was from like 89 or 94, something like that. But anyway, continue.
The first few seasons, Caroline raised the host and also, a comedian.
When my best friend had her baby, she gained 80 pounds. Oh, don't think I wasn't photographed next to her every day. Hey guys, what you're about to see behind this curtain may shock you.
Every day we'd come in and there'd be like, oh, now there's pies everywhere. Today there's cakes everywhere. And they made us build towers.
There's just one little problem. You can't use your hand.
Carrying food with our teeth.
You guys follow this? I want to get another one across. I'm going to move this one. I'm going to make sure it's stable. Yeah.
They just wanted a ridiculous situation.
Hey, you guys.
So yeah, you got these people just completely embarrassing themselves for. I want to go to these. Is this where we are?
Lower.
Here we go. Can you read that one right there?
Yeah, Fifth Bantha says.
No, she needs this one. It's this one, right?
Laura.
Yeah, this is where we started.
Okay, sure. Laura says that's true, but there's a certain zeitgeist that trickles down to the rest of the world, especially through TV and Hollywood.
Facts. Big facts.
And then Fifth says, yeah, there's no denying that. It's almost like our poison gets to everyone else. I call it that because it really is when you study our history to the present. And then,
if you study our history, then that we're pretty fucked up country. But everybody's country is.
Laura says 90s fat is different from today's fat. I remember Britney being called fat when she absolutely wasn't. Then that kind of changed.
Shout out to my girl Britney.
And now with the whole Ozempic craze, I feel it's coming back.
Yeah, body disorders have changed into this shoot yourself with a shot type mindset these days. Like it's, to me, shooting yourself with an Ozempic shot is the same as sticking your finger down your throat if you have bulimia, because what happens is Ozempic breaks down your muscle tissue too.
Yeah.
So it's hard for you. Like you see people who are emaciated looking from taking it. It's because they have even if you work out, it's really hard for your body to build muscle because it's part of what the medicine does. What's Fifth saying here?
I mean, but to my understanding, there's like different dosages you can take. You can take it for a while and then get off of it. So
yeah, but that does not change the effects of it. It's not like, oh, if you only take it a little bit, it won't tear up your body. It's still doing the fucked up shit. Like, and it's hard for you to recover off of it.
But for someone who has an eating disorder, you know what I mean, and like cannot stop binge eating, if you take a medicine that makes you feel sick when you do that, I mean, it's helpful in kind of like an emergency type situation, you know?
It's not an emergency type situation.
If you can't stop eating and you're giving yourself diabetes,
Ozempic is not the answer if you can't stop eating. It's just not. I mean,
at least it can buy you some time. You know what I mean?
I mean, listen, if Hims is selling it, y'all gotta quit doing this shit where y'all buying drugs from goddamn internet companies. Like, okay, they sell hair care products. Okay, nobody mad at that. Y'all sell dick hard pills.
Yeah, good example.
Okay, that's fine. But Ozempic, come on, man. That's when it becomes so. To me, think about it. Is Ozempic on the same level of is getting your dick hard? Is like diabetes on the same level of getting your dick hard? Is fucking diabetes on the same level of making your hair grow back? No. So it should be put in a different, like, go to your doctor and get yourself on a actual plan, like a diet. That is the best way to handle weight loss. That is the best way. And the doctor in this movie, I mean, in this documentary, said as much. The guy who was on as a doctor on set, he said as much. He told the producers, hey, you know, the best way for these people to lose weight is for time. I don't have a couple of months to get. He's like, we need to do this for like 6-8 months for somebody to like see some real effects. And they were like, no, doc, how do we run these motherfuckers to death without killing them? And he gave them these parameters that they had to abide by. And that's when they just kept habitually line stepping. I'm trying to tell you, like, even in this doc, they tell you, hey, do what you got to do, but you need to just diet and exercise. You know, you can talk about the discipline because it's not eating, it's eating bullshit. You can just like overeat carrots and salad and all that shit.
Yeah,
it's not just about eating.
There was one lady in the documentary, and she said that she thought she was never taught how to eat properly. So from day one, she was just eating things that were not nourishing her body and like making her just like so unhealthy.
If Bantha said the trainers are terrible people, no matter how much they try to put on a good face. Own up to it. Hate them for it. No, hate it for them. Be better humans every day. Like I said, I don't think that the gay dude was trying to be a terrible person as much as he was trying to like get a bigger check. You know? Sorry, I'm sweating. I don't think he was trying to be a better, you could say be a better person, maybe, but it's like he was thinking, I'm about to get this fucking bread. And like I said, for those who have never had a trainer and for those who have never actually worked out with people, like in a sport setting, like as a team setting or anything like that, that's just how you get talked to. Now, Jillian Michels.
Michael.
Michels.
Why are we not saying
her name? I just don't give people love on the show about where I'm trying to talk shit about them. I'm not fixing to just be saying their name all the time. Fuck
Jilly Gilly?
Yeah, Jilly Gilly. Jizzy. Whatever. Anyway, I'm sure she's a very nice lady. But anyway, like she was saying fucked up shit to people. Like she was talking crazy to people. I really wish I could find some of her
Moment
shit,
of
because she was like really bugging out. Let me play this dude. I think this is the first time we see the guy we're talking about.
We're all obsessed with our looks, with our body, with weight loss, with weight gain. How many times have you sat at work or at a dinner table and someone's gone, you look like you've lost weight. How'd you do it? What'd you do? Tell me everything. I grew up in that world of Jane Fonda, Suzanne Summers with the Thigh Master, Richard Simmons. Once I got into a gym, man, it was like I was home. The scene in Los Angeles when it came to the fitness world was cutthroat. You were in these classes, and every model, every actor, everybody that you saw on television at the time was there. This is going to be a huge name drop. But
who cares? I took his name drop away from him. I'm trying to find Jillian. I keep finding. Oh no! You know what?
Strong. The Today Show.
This is our NBC priority pie chart. Big red part, you can see, is the biggest loser. Because this is NBC.
Sorry.
Biggest loser network.
I thought it was going to be a moment, but it turned into a movement. And that's when you know you have something special.
From season 1, we had about 500 people who came out to apply. The next season, thousands and thousands and thousands. It became a lifestyle.
It's a very human desire to want to be seen. It's a very human desire to want to be around people who understand you. This was one of the only vehicles at the time for fat people to have a space to connect.
We were not looking for people who were overweight and happy. There's a lot of them. That's fine. We were looking for people who were overweight and unhappy.
Let me play that part again.
Connect.
We were not looking for people who were overweight and happy. There's a lot of them. That's fine. We were looking for people who were overweight and unhappy. And once we tapped into finding those contestants, we realized there were literally millions. Finding the right contestant started with a great story.
So basically, he said, people who are overweight and happy, that's cool, but ain't enough of them. Once we realize fat people who are unhappy are in abundance, I said, hold my beer. Too easy. Let's see here. Let's keep going.
Fifth Bantha says, if they understood who they were training, then common sense says you can't push them that hard.
Right, but that's not the trainer's job. The trainers weren't picking the people, so they don't even know what the process of picking people is. They just know, show up, this is what we're told to do, go. They know just about as much as the director of photography knows about what's going on and how they're picking people. Nobody knows that shit. It's just them two producers. That's why I just give them the blame. You know, to me, the blame goes on the people who are spending the money and telling people what to do. And like Jillian Michaels just said, you know, fuck it. I'm going hard. And maybe that's just her real personality. It's just like a whole asshole, you know? And I think she did it well as far as being a whole asshole. But it's like, if that was just what she was doing, portraying as a person on TV, that'd be one thing. But it seems like that's her real persona. Fifth Bantha says, I hope, Laura, that we can reach a real mind your own demand,
damn business,
your own
state
damn
of
business, state of judgment. Oh, I hope, Laura, that we can all reach it. Yeah, whatever. And then he says here, Ozempic, Botox, cosmetic surgeries. Yeah, insecurity is a big business. We don't.
People die of fentanyl from ordering shady pills online. Shaking my head. Fifth says, we weren't looking for people who are overweight and happy. How to say you're evil without saying you're evil. Yeah, that work that they were doing is so damaging to society, American society, because they're completely negating all the people who are overweight and very happy and have confidence and focused all of their attention on people who are miserable and set up the situation where the trainers were just being so abusive and mean to them. And the message was, it's okay to be mean to fat people. They deserve it. You're actually doing them a favor because they need a wake up call. They need a change. And you can talk shit to them all you want. And I know it's not really the responsibility of a TV producer to give society healthy messages. That's not their job. But the fact remains, it was so damaging, forever and ever. It might not be able to be undone.
Fifth Bantha says, nah, bro, you're someone with 300 pounds and you can do or not do what will harm these people or those people. Common sense says they can't just suddenly be Olympic athletes. And that's what I'm saying. You've never worked out hard if you think that that's what they were doing was Olympic athlete stuff. They were running. They were lifting weights. They were doing things that a 7th grader can do. They needed to be doing exactly what they were doing. I'll give you a perfect example of how I know that. The first season, the first winner, he didn't tell you that they were drinking chamomile tea and all that shit. They didn't start doing that kind of shit until they started getting fatter or more overweight contestants, because they kept making the contestants get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's you don't have to keep doing all these tricks of this trade that basically create eating disorders. Because what a lot of people didn't, we'll get into it, but a lot of these people gained all their weight back. But when you see them, they had good weight on them and they were strong. They didn't look like they took Ozempic, right? These people didn't have a bunch of weight just flabbing all off of them. These people look like good when they would end up winning. And as they got closer to the end of the series, people had fit stomachs and shit. You know what I mean? Point being, that's how you have to work out to look as good as you see Jillian Michaels looking. However you feel about her, she looks good, right? She takes care of her body. That's how you have to work, how they were working to look that good. You just do. So you can say Olympic style athlete, but really they were just running on a treadmill. I didn't see them do anything other than running on a treadmill and doing some aerobics and lifting some weights. That's literally all they did. And now one thing I can say is we don't know how long they were doing these things, but we do know that they were basically working all day. And if you are just most people don't really get that active, but a lot of people do it. A lot of people do it. And it just takes the effort. And to me, that's what's hard. You're a person who's been putting a lot of effort into eating, but now you don't want to take a lot of effort and put that into working out. So these people are really lazy, and by their own admissions, right? They didn't get to this size by being very active people. They're lazy. And you do need somebody to get that out of you. They did go too far though.
That may be, yes. Also, I'm not an expert on any of this, but to me, it seems like if you're so, overweight as these people were, and, they're just big, I don't know if running and lifting weights in the gym is the best thing for you. I feel like you should be working out big, long time, you know what I mean? But maybe in the water, that's a lot of weight for your joints to be handling, running. And
I don't agree with running on treadmills. There's But you got to remember also, this is like early 2000s, how much technology, or not technology, but how much was really known about how bad or good treadmills are for you. I don't know. But I do know that the elliptical machines and all that stuff exists so that you don't have to deal with that impact level of what you're saying. But also, that wasn't anybody's problem. There's 2 times that they had problems, and that was one where the people were like, don't use treadmills to me, because if you fall on a treadmill, or if you stop walking on a treadmill, you will bust your ass.
Yeah, because even after you fall, you get eaten up by that thing.
Yeah, it's gonna tear your ass up. So
you could injure someone else.
I definitely think they should not have been using a treadmill. And I think, like, there was a couple of times where they used a bike, like a spin class. We're not talking, come on, we're not talking about them lifting crazy weights. They weren't out here doing bench presses. Like, they weren't out here doing crazy shit that a person would not be able to do.
But to your point,
But and also, you can get hurt. You can get hurt doing anything. I guarantee you, these people was getting hurt doing all kinds of regular ass shit. For them to get hurt working out is normal. I mean, it just happens. Now, for them to not take care of her, hurting her back, that is where they fucked up. And that's the producers. That's not, I'm just saying, that's the people in charge. Now, okay, you can say people should have took a stand and left and quit their jobs, but that is what we're talking about. We're talking about working for a terrible person, not being a terrible person.
I don't want to beat a dead horse, you know what I mean? But
that's what we're here for.
I do understand what you're saying about working out hard and intense to get to that fit goal. But I mean, it has to be over a long period of time, because like you said, work goes into gaining weight and time goes into gaining weight. It's like this habitual thing that's going on for a long time. So if you want real change, yeah, of course you have to work out hard and like push yourself past the limit. But in 3 months, after a lifetime of putting on the weight, that's insane and unnecessary. They just did, we're doing it for ratings. And like, we're sitting here saying that the producers, are terrible people, and we're trying to like place blame on like who was the worst trainer or whatever. We're all complicit in just watching the show. They televised those embarrassing challenges and we all watched it. You know what I mean? Yes, there was some abuse going on, some things we didn't see behind the scenes, which are ghastly, but some of the most ghastly things we were all watching and participating,
Ghastly. That's how you're supposed to say it. Ghastly. They were all quite ghastly. I don't see the Bubble Boy documentary.
It's freaky.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, no need to beat a dead horse. This documentary is pretty good. Read these last comments, girl.
Fifth Bantha says, yeah, things they had them doing, you can't start doing as hard as they were. That's why they said that losing weight so quick was so harmful and it would come back. And it did come back.
No, that's not why. You missed that part. You got that mixed up. They were talking about the things like putting chamomile in their tea and all that shit. That was what caused them to eat and gain their weight back. Also, they created eating disorders by feeding these people not enough food. You can't, like I said, the doctor told these people. The doctor is the best person in this documentary.
Also,
because he was the one who was like fighting them on everything. The events and the challenges that they gave them, he was against most of them, and also the ones that he was against that actually made the show, they went around his back and didn't ask him nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like, you could say plenty of stuff. Like the trainers are a whole other thing, but I'm just saying, there's other people who are on the show. It's like, you can say whatever you want to say. They're going to do what they want to do, and it's just up to you. Do you want to quit or do you not want to quit? I would also say that the first host, I can't remember her name, the comedian, she didn't host for long, so clearly she probably had an issue with the way things were being run. So there were people who were definitely aware of how fucked up it was. But I do want to point out that it didn't get fucked up until the second season, because the first season, like they said, they just thought it was going to be something, just okay. There was no need to cook the books until the second season where they realized, oh shit, this is a phenomenon. Like, I think that you can definitely look at it like these people were put into a situation that was too much to handle too soon. But it was more so that you create an eating disorder by the lack of diet and dieting habits. Remember, they had a lot of challenges that basically starved these people. And like I said, the doctor said this process will work. It just has to be with good diet, and it needs to take a longer period of time. They needed the shock to the system. Look, there's a thing when you're working out, you need a shock to the system. That's why when you go to the military, they run your ass into the ground. It's not because, and there's plenty of fat boys who go to the military and all of a sudden they come back chiseled and looking amazing. Why is that? It's because they put you on a good diet and they run your ass into the ground. That is the only way you can shock your system enough to get your metabolism back up. Because when you eat that much and you are fat, you lose your metabolism. You know what I'm saying? And so the only way to get that kicked into high gear is for you to work out hard. Why? Because your body burns off all those calories, which you actually do need a good amount of calories to live a life and to work out on. So you need to burn those calories to then lose the sugars within your body to then crave more food. And then therefore, when you do crave that food, you're making sure you're putting good food into your body to be used as good fuel.
But the shock system was never going to be sustainable because they were working out for 8 hours a day,
right?
All day, doing nothing else. When real life people, who are not on a TV show, have to go to work,
Which was my point.
Okay,
my point was at the very beginning is that it had to be longer because without the length of time putting in the work, working out, you're not developing the discipline to get up every morning, go work out. I'm gonna hit leg day. I'm gonna hit, every day is just bust my ass. I'm fucking exhausted day. And you goddamn got PTSD from fucking falling off of treadmills and shit. No, I don't want to do shit when I get back. It's only been 3 months. It takes a while for people. You see all these people who meal plan and all this stuff. That's a level of discipline that has to be taking place. Remember what we were saying at the beginning? You work all that hard to get the fat weight on, then you need to work triple as hard to get the weight off. But that also comes with the mental part, which is the discipline. And so they didn't put in the discipline. Therefore, thanks. They didn't put in the discipline. Therefore, they gained the weight back quick. It's just how it was. I don't know if we got time to get to the Bubble Boy documentary, but I do want to say y'all need to watch the Bubble Boy documentary.
911 with your emergency. My family and I made an experimental flying saucer. It wasn't supposed to fly, and it took off.
This is a very unusual situation that is unfolding right now. It involves a home-built UFO powered by helium.
What the hell's going on? What is this thing? My immediate response was, have to be jerking my bobber.
It does have the capability of going 10,000 feet.
It's so bizarre that you want to laugh.
Okay, so what's wrong?
But then all of a sudden it turns serious.
I think my 6-year-old boy got inside. He's in the air.
Has there ever been a situation like this?
I think that young man's in for a heck of a ride.
Holy cow. Oh my God.
The first call that we got to Sky 9 came from the family's home.
That sounds like the Heenies.
3, 2, 1.
All I wanted to do was make a really fantastic project for the kids.
Get out of the house!
But what if my stupid experiment kills my son?
The reality was so hard to accept. What have we done?
It is.
So yeah, that one, I'm gonna have to check that one out next week, next Thursday.
It was good. I recommend it.
It was good. Fifth Bantha said water workouts or simply walking more would be a good safe start. I would tell you right now, you can if you are overweight, like to the point of what we were talking about in this show for the people who went on The Biggest Loser, I will say, if you want to take a good safe start, like workouts in the water or walking more, you will remain fat for the rest of your motherfucking life. Just trying to tell you, take it from someone who knows, because I do know.
But you've never been to fat camp.
No, but I was 300 pounds and I lost 60 pounds in less than 3 months. Healthily.
We need photos.
So you don't need photos. I just told you. You don't believe me?
For the show.
Oh, because I'm like, what the fuck
I
you
do
talking about?
believe
You know what the fuck happened. Anyway, I lost 60 pounds in less than 3 months. And one of those months was fucking February, just so y'all know. And I continued to lose weight after that. So I was at 299. And then I got to 271, in which I stayed to 270, between 275 to 278 for 13 years straight, because I put in the effort. I put in the same amount of effort that it took me to get to 300 pounds as I did to put myself back into into the workout. You got to put as much effort or more, actually, when you get to a certain weight. If you're One guy said he was 78% fat. Like 68% fat is in your body weight. Let me just tell you, it's going to take way more than walking and swimming and walking the dog up the hill, hitting the stairs.
Yes, it's going to take Ozempic.
No, it's not going to take Ozempic, y'all. Don't take Ozempic. Y'all do not even know what y'all are taking. Y'all taking this Ozempic, okay? Because I'm telling you, you're going to feel 20 years from now. What? Wait, that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be punching yourself in the face 20 years from now. Bam. What? Oh, yeah. Right now. Punch yourself in the face. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm just trying to help y'all. For those who actually want to lose weight, I'm just telling you, if you take your time in that manner, you will stay fat. Girls and Purrs, she got to a computer. She got to a electronic device.
She says, well, I always wondered if fat cells have a form of muscle memory, and for a person to dramatically lose weight, their body would rebound because the body thinks it's starving.
It's not that the body thinks it's starving. That's what I was trying to say earlier. It's a lack of discipline. People aren't, if you don't put in the work here as well, it doesn't matter how much you worked out. Those people didn't go home, work out, keep to the same diet regimen or any type of diet regimen and blow up into 300-400 pounds again. That's not what happened. Those people went home, did the same shit they was doing before they went on the show, and then then they weighed more, and then they weighed way more because they kept eating because they were depressed that they just gained all this weight back again. And they think, well, I'll never lose all this weight. But what you'll never do is stop putting them cookies in your mouth. And all you have to do is put a determination type mindset. Like, okay, I'm going to defeat this. It's no different than doing drugs. It's no different. If you're like, hey, I've been a drug addict for 25 years and I just can't seem to get off the drugs. It's because you aren't putting 100% effort into it. Not saying that you don't have a problem, right? I'm not saying you don't have a problem and that is not hard for you to do, and it's not like that's a completely different conversation. I'm just talking about what's necessary to get you there. You know what I'm saying? Because they strap heroin addicts to the fucking bed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They strap heroin addicts to the bed when they having bad fucking withdrawals. And that's all it is when you're going through those types of hungers, like Gers and Purge was just saying. It's really just about being like another shock to your system, because you're withdrawing from the high glucose corn syrup and the sugars that are all in all this food that we eat that's made to be more addictive. Gers and Purge says, have you had a chance to see the trailer for The Monster of Florence?
I have not. I don't know what that is.
Fifth Bantha actually suggested that, and I'm so glad that you mentioned it, because I do want to watch it and I do want to cover it on here. But I couldn't find it on here. There's so many new ones. A Deadly American Marriage and all this shit. Like The Monster of... Wow, there's literally a lot of the monster documentaries on here. Florence, where is this on? Where do I watch this?
Film Age.
Where do I watch The Monsters of Florence? What up, Film Age? Getting all the love in the chat. Where do I watch The Monsters of Florence?
Netflix.
The Monster of Florence. Where is it? Why
looks like this.
Oh man, look, my shit don't look like none of that. I'm telling you.
Why do we all have different thumbnails?
Because they market to you what they think you'll like. Problem is, I don't like shit on Netflix, so they don't know what I like. Oh man. But anyway, anything you want to say about? You know what? I'm gonna play this trailer from Florence Monster.
There are reports flooding in about a maniac attacking young couples.
And he may very well strike again.
It's Film Age.
I'm now.
We'll double check all the cases with any similarities to these killings.
We've uncovered a connection. The same weapon used by our killer from 74 onwards was used to kill before.
We've got one single witness. We know there's one person who saw the true face of the killer.
Who are you covering for?
You killed Barbara.
These murders are about the women. It's violence that's specifically directed at women.
You have no idea how much more I could make you suffer.
Damn. It's a pretty intense sounding TV show. It's a limited series coming to Netflix in October the 22nd. What day is that for us? Maybe we'll be able to cover it the same week it comes out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, comes out on a Wednesday. So yeah, make sure y'all watch that. It's going to be out on the 22nd, which is a Wednesday, and we'll be talking about it the next day. The Monster of Florence. I'm here for it. Fifth Bantha, what was that one that you was telling me about? Hold on. I can look at it. I can find it faster than you can, dog. Allegedly. He said, check out this documentary called something. Nope, I couldn't find it. What was the name of it, Fifth? Because I can't find it now. Oh well. Yeah. Did you have anything else you wanted to put down on this this documentary fit for TV?
No, sir. Nothing.
I did have one. Hold on. Nope. Never mind. We're good. I was gonna say I had another clip to play, but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. What was I about to say? Oh, Frothy. Where can the people find you?
Good, please don't. Later.
They can find you on
the Drunk Bantha's podcast channel.
I was gonna say you can find her on Smoking, Drinking, and Chilling Volume 2. Or is
it's all about the money.
Oh, or is it the Poor Frisco album? I don't know.
I think it's Poor Frisco.
Yeah, whatever.
It's the one with the falling man.
The Money. Go check out The Money with Poor Frisco if you want to find little Frog. Fifth Bantha said, sorry, was in the bathroom. I'll look. Can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember either. I'll find it one day. What else has been going on? Oh yeah.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Have you ever watched a movie from your childhood and thought it doesn't quite hold up like you remember? Well, then you would enjoy our bi-weekly series, Does It Hold Up? Where we revisit classic genre films with a special guest to help us determine if it is as good or as bad as we remember. It's a whole lot of fun, so you should check it out.
Please check out the Drunk Bantha channel. They clearly are ready for being seen at a higher level.
Back to the show.
Yeah, boy. So yeah, check all that out. Does it hold up? Little Nicky episode up there right now. Check it out. If you're watching right now, you're the realest motherfuckers that ever lived.
Thank you.
You're just here.
Thank you to all the real motherfuckers.
Oh yeah. Thank you for all you real motherfuckers. I appreciate your funky ass. In all seriousness, we really appreciate you guys. Go check out Little Nicky, Adam Sandler movie. Does it hold up? I don't know. You tell me. Put it in the comments. Everybody here, we will not be live on Monday. We will be a pre-recorded episode on Monday. So check us out on all the channels. Make sure you like, subscribe for everything so you know you won't miss it. It'll be me and Alex. And I forgot what we're talking about. So it'll be a surprise for me as much as it will be for you what we're talking about on Monday. So don't forget that it will be on the Drunk Bantha's podcast channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. Again, I forgot to hit this button. That's what you do. You like and subscribe, baby. Have a good night, you guys. I can't do this show without you. You know that shit. Shout out to Gerds and Purrs. Shout out to Laura. Shout out to Fifth Bantha. Shout out to Philmate. Shout out to 9 Nerd Yards. Shout out to all of the homies out there who were watching and didn't say nothing. I know you love me. You don't have to say nothing. I know you love me. This is your favorite cousin's favorite cousin, Bill. I've been having fun. I hope you did too. For Lil Frothy and all of the Drunk Bantha's crew,